Hello, mindful travelers. It's Linda, your instructor here. Let's all take a breath in and release. Relax those shoulders and your jaw and your eyes. Ah, very good. So I wanted to clarify the lab and the lab submissions because I noticed that we're a little off track and discombobulated, and it's really my fault because I need to do a better job of figuring out how to begin the class and help it all flow clearly. So I made a couple of minor tweaks. Just want to share them with you to help clarify so that we all get on the same page. So you're going to see here due tonight. Many of you have submitted. I'm so glad. Mod 3, that is going to start with MindLab 3, and it's going to say 3.0 submit log from last week's practices. That's the log from the Lab 2 practices here. Now, some of you didn't, let's see, yeah, right. And then here we begin this week's practices. Some of you are ahead and already submitted the log on these practices, okay? So the rest of the class can catch up and we can get on the same page. Just go ahead and resubmit your log from these practices, okay, which you may have submitted here, but submit them here. And then from now on, it'll look like this. And I hope this is understandable. I know it's a little confusing, but basically you're going to keep a log during the week and then turn it in at the beginning of the next week, right? Under this due date. And then you'll read the practices for this week and write them on the top of your log. Okay. And then we have this week's lecture and discussion. If you have any questions about that, let me know. I hope it's clear. So then it'll carry over for the next module 4.0, due a week from today. You'll submit log from these practices, and then you'll read about the practices to do for that coming week. So if you have any questions about that, I apologize for the confusion. I think we figured out, thanks, hats off to one of your classmates who called my attention to this, how to fix it for the future students. So thank you for that, and thank you for your forbearance. Now let's all take a breath. Release. Notice that if I wasn't supportive of myself, it's okay, Linda, you can make a mistake. That's all right. I got you. I got your back. If I wasn't supportive of myself, I would feel mortified over making a mistake. But we don't need to feel mortified over making a mistake, right? I mean, I'm sorry for the mistake, but we don't need to feel mortified. If I'm beating myself up for it, don't bully you either, then it's way worse. I want to learn the lesson, fix what I can, and move forward. So thank you for your tolerance, everybody. I really appreciate you in this class. I just love that you're in this class. And this week we started talking about how what you're doing is a radical act of health and well-being. Take a breath. Let's release. Micro breaks through the day. Relax, release. Notice how your pets are able to relax. We can learn a lot from our dogs and cats. And this week we learned from a lizard. See you inside.